is Ooma been good to me? So far, so good. You can see my bill. This is what I've been paying, a whopping basically $7 a month for 8 months now. Howdy folks, TJ here. Thought I would do an update of an update on my Ooma internet-based, voice over internet, if you want to call it that, phone system that I converted to late last year. Around October of 2023, I finally bit the bullet. I had a friend that had said, hey, we've got Ooma, and it works pretty well. I did some homework, and I checked all the different companies that offer similar service. And this one just stuck out because not only was the price really great, you could buy full packages of phones and all the goodies you need from Amazon. My wife and I are Amazon Prime members, so getting free quick shipping, sometimes just you log in and say, you know what, it's got a special price this week. We've been wanting to get new phones. Let's do it. What's funny is not 6 months before that, we purchased new digital phones for the house because our batteries had died a number of times on our old phone. And even though they worked fine, sometimes buying a complete phone package comes with new batteries for not that much more. So get a newer phone. So we had a nice 3-home or 2-phone system already. But we were running off of a different service. It was through AT&T, and it was a service that they don't offer anymore that I see. It was internet-based, but not internet. It was, I should say, cellular-based. It was through like a cell phone device, a box that you put a SIM into, and this box would allow you to connect your home phone to it, any type of digital phone, and then use your phone that you're used to. That worked fine for many of years. Our monthly bill was about $27, which was not too bad because previously we had landline, which I think was for US only base system, $75, $80 a month. So we've been slowly but surely fading out and bringing in something new. And it's always nice to save some money. So after doing some homework, having a friend that had Ooma, and just liking the phone design, the device design, watching some videos, I went ahead and dove in and purchased a 3-phone, and it was wireless phones too, not wired. You didn't have to wire it to the box. All 3 phones are wireless. To this little, you can kind of see it in the camera, this little Ooma device over here that's got a cute little blue icon that can change colors depending on what's going on. And so I had 3 wireless phone system. I purchased through Amazon. They had it on sale. It was normally, I think, $150 or so. Got it for $99. By the time I paid tax and everything and using some coupon, it was $102 and some odd cents. Very good price, $100. So then I said, okay, let's make the switch. So you do have to port your number. So if you wanted to keep your home phone number, I did that. I think I kind of covered some of that over in I've made 2 videos so far. I did a home port of a number that we've had ever since we've lived here. So it's been, hell, how long have we had this phone number? 30 some odd years. So I didn't want to give it up. We've got it memorized. Even though I'm getting old, I have the number memorized. So we kept it. The port numbering was about $45. Or if you purchased the Ooma special phone service, which was a little bit more expensive, I think around $10 a month, they would include that port free. But to tell you the truth, there's a lot of neat features on that $10 a month package. But things, like I said in my past video, I pick up a phone, I answer it, hello, or I pick it up and call somebody. I'm not one to yap on the phone too long, so I don't need all these bells and whistles. The one bells and whistles I wouldn't mind of keeping, but I couldn't keep it, was that it would email you when you had a voicemail. So if you were out on the road, it could email you a note saying, hey, you got a voicemail, and you can listen to the voicemail while on the road. That was cool. So if you need some of those features for a monthly fee through Ooma, you can pay for that and get some cool features. It's not too expensive. It was still cheaper than what we were paying before, but my wife and I are in a cost-cutting mode. We live in California. If you've been following California, every major insurance company is basically bailing on the state, canceling policies, and our home policy has now been officially told to us that they're going to cancel when it's time to renew, which is September. And the one and only option you can get here in California is called California Fair Plan. And if you can get it, it's 2 to 3 times as much as what you were paying for lesser coverage with a huge deductible. It's very depressing. So every single penny we can save is going to be needed. So I wanted to chat about, we're making a short video long because I like to talk. I'm going to show you what I've paid so far to date on my monthly service, because some people keyed in, oh, you wait till you start getting these, other bills. It's higher price than what you're saying. Well, it's not. And I've got a friend that's been on this for years and years, and it's not. There are ways to make it more expensive. If you're a yapper, I like to yap, but not on the phone. So if you're into that stuff, yes, it can get more expensive. But if all you do is like my wife and I, you want to be able to make a call or receive a call, and you don't use all this other stuff, that you have a button on this device that you can click to listen to voicemails. You can go on the internet and listen to the voicemails there, I believe. I've never done it there, but I've done it here. You can pick up the phones in the house, and it will let you listen to the voicemails. It's really easy. Now, again, I better check. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I've ever... Maybe you have to pay for that $10 a month package to listen to the email on when you log into your service. It could be that. Don't hold me to that, but that's not what this video is about. It's about me showing you this billing history on how cheap it's been and where I'm coming from. So we were paying roughly $28 a month through this AT&T home internet phone service thing. I dropped the internet. We were only using it for phone. It was $28 a month. Did that for years. Relatively good price. It was based off the cellular service. So, fine. I was tired of AT&T. You call AT&T tech support, it's like getting your teeth pulled. Customer service takes hours to get through there. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. So I got this Ooma, plugged in, and made my 3 wireless phones all connect. And I'll show you something here at the end of the video if you stick with me, that I also connected my old home phone system, the new phones I just bought 6 months prior. So I have 6 home phones in the house now by using that older one too. So it's really cool. So anyway, you'll see here the initial $6.84 in October of 2023. And then for $45.37, there was that porting fee. Again, I opted not to use their special service, so you get it for free. I just wanted to pay a one-time port, get it done. And then from that point on, every month thereafter, and there has been a little bit of an increase, and I think they may have sent out an email. You'll see on this list, I basically spent $6.84 in October, November, December, January, February, March, and then as of January, April, it went up a few cents, 6 cents, about 20 some odd cents. It's now $7.06 a month for the last 2. I can handle that little price upgrade. Now, even if for some strange reason, these numbers, I don't know how Ooma does it, because I don't know if they get a cut from every call or a penny. I don't know how it works, or that they get their money back by me signing up for that $10 a month or whatever amount a month package to get the extra features. I don't use them. I don't need them. But if you need extra features, maybe you do a home business or something, you could do that. But look at this. This is what I've been paying. It's not a lie. Do your own homework. Don't believe TJ. I'm only here to say what I've been experiencing. And so far, in the 8 months using this, we've spent, I think I wrote it down over here. Basically, $55.16 in phone service for 8 months. That's all I've spent. So not only have I, every month I'm basically saving $20. I used to pay 28. Now it's basically 7. So I'm saving, just to round it down, $20 a month times 12 months a year. That's $240. I got my math down today. $240 I've saved. Now, what can that do? To some people, that might not sound like a lot of money. To me, it is, because I'm needing that $240 now to just pay the damn insurance bill. I'm getting nothing extra out of it. I just got to pay it. So every penny that I can put towards that is a good thing. Now, let's talk about the quality of it. So have I had any hiccups in the 8 months? Twice. It relies on your internet. So if you've got crappy internet, your phone's going to go down. Make sure you've got a backup. If you are an older person that's worried about calling up 911 and getting help, well, you better keep a dang old landline if you can, because that's the most rugged, at least from my experiences. Or have cellular service. I live in the sticks, so our cell signal barely comes in. So if you're in an area that's like that and you're worried that your internet goes down a lot, this may not be for you. Safety sometimes is much more important. So you take it all with a grain of salt. For me, we live about 15 minutes from town. We can hop in the car and drive there if we need to do something. Our cell phone comes in just enough to make a call. So if the internet goes down, we can grab one of our cell phones. My wife's on T-Mobile. I'm on Visible, which is the Verizon service. And we can make a phone call if this goes down. It's went down twice in the time that in the last 8 months. And the internet was still going, I should say. So one day I just picked up the phone and I heard a dial tone, but every time I dialed out, nothing would happen. And I tried it multiple times, and I go, something's not right. Is the internet down? No, internet's working fine. I connected to the internet. So I said, okay, let's reboot this box. Like famous IT quote, did you reboot your computer? Same thing here. So I reboot, and then everything worked fine. So why it was glitchy, no idea. But I rebooted it. The other time was another funky thing. I think I pick it up, and there's no dial tone at all, but I still had internet. Go figure. So on that one, I think I reboot this by just unplugging it and plugging it back in. It still wouldn't work. So then I decided to unplug my router. So most of us are connecting this to your internet provider's router device. So you need to make sure you've got all the hardware and components to connect this to. It needs a good internet feed. So I reboot that too. So that particular second time, I turned them both off, turned them both back on, and everything was fine. So it was just a really strange little hiccup. I could deal with those. I'm in the computers. I like tech and I like nerdy things. So it's not the end of the world if it goes down. And I've got backup. I've got other means to call people if I need to. If you don't, or you're afraid of that, then maybe an voice over internet's not for you. Maybe a good old landline. My in-laws are in their 80s. They still have landline, and they feel good about it, and that's good. So if it wasn't so expensive, I would have kept my landline as well. But it was $80, so I needed to save. So anyway, is Ooma been good to me? So far, so good. You can see my bill. This is what I've been paying. A whopping basically $7 a month for 8 months now. Now, can they change it anytime? I have no idea. Basically, these $7 is taxes and other stuff. I don't know, again, how Ooma gets their money unless you pay for their advanced services. I haven't been bugged by them. I haven't received emails from them saying, upgrade here, upgrade that. None of that. It's just been silent. My phone works. Now, maybe they're in my junk mail. I don't know. I haven't checked, but I haven't been bugged or anything like that, so I'm happy with what I've got. And if I ever am going to travel, I can always sign up for that extra service, which emails you the voicemail, and that's kind of cool. And I think it was $9.99 a month, something like that, $12 a month. It was cheap. So even with that, I would have been cheaper than what we used to have. So Ooma's been good to me. What's really funny, my channel is mostly about vintage computers, vintage gaming consoles, vintage Volkswagens, and fly fishing, Tenkara fly fishing. And then I do periodic reviews of stuff that I get, like this Ooma device. And believe it or not, this has been one of the better videos for me. I'm not quite sure why, but in the 8 months doing this, there's been thousands and thousands of views. I guess other people are like me. You have been checking out Ooma or Googling it and saying, how can I cut my phone bill down? Because my damn regular cell phone is $100 a month or whatever, and you want to save, or your landline, you're tired of having it. Whatever it is, thanks for watching the videos. For some reason, the Ooma videos do pretty well for me. So I thought I'd kind of do another update. Maybe in a year from data purchase, I'll do another one and then just drag it out. And every year kind of say, is it still working? Is my hardware still working? I was going to show you one last thing. Let me take this camera off. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. But let me show you on the back, there is a telephone port. And you can plug your digital phone that you have in your house. Say you've got a digital base station. That's what this little thing is here, a base station to my other phone. There's a cable coming out of it, plugging right into the back. I don't even need to take the camera off. Believe me, there's on the back of this particular router, or I should say Ooma box, there's a telephone jack. And you plug a telephone into it like that base station, and then any phones connected to that base station now have service. So I've got 3 of those phones, 3 of the Ooma phones, I can talk to anybody I want. I don't want to talk to you. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day. I've been very pleased with Ooma so far. Again, do your own homework. I'm just a bloke on the internet, so don't hold me accountable if it doesn't work for you or you forget to click something and get double charged. That's your problem. My thing is here saying I connected it up. It's working well for me, and so far I've been very happy with the service. Thank you. Bye.